certain, and I ain't gonna say nothing about that. You should, even if you don't believe the mark is the chip, you should have something to say about the technology.
Right, there's a law.
And because what are they saying? Yeah, it goes against the law, first of all, but what are they saying? Through this, we can make the lame to walk, the blind to see. Through this, we can bring eternal life. So what they're doing is setting up a pseudo-Messiah. Huh? Right. That we're going to heal the world through our miracles, through our technology. So that in itself should at least make you say, this is wicked.
All right, shalom, shalom, yashallah. I'm the brother Taziar from the Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Before we go any further within this lesson, I'm going to give all praises, honor, glory, infinite blessings unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Wadash. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's true name, who the people of this world ignorantly call God, which is the God of the Bible. And Yahweh Shai is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, who the people of this world ignorantly call Jesus Christ, which is the Messiah. Alright, the anointed. Double honors to the elder bishops and elder apostles of Great Millstone that teach you and well. Blessings and salutations to the whole Phalelek, to the Akim and the Akwaf that have came back to the law, statutes, commandments of the scriptures, or more so to the obedience and to the true living powers. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, you find this lesson edifying. So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. And it says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. All right. So this is the Lord talking about the Israelites, man. And it concerns, you know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, men, woman, and child. You are the Lord's chosen people, man. You know, going back to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6, even going all the way back to the curses in the book of Deuteronomy 28, you know, starting at verse 15, which concerns you, man. You know, the things that you go through to this day, all right, it applies to you. You know, the Holy Bible, which that word holy means separate, okay, was written for you. It was written for our learning by our ancestors, the prophets, and the great men before us. But the Lord said, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. All right, which these animals, which are, you know, considered to be, you know, the most stupidest, you know, the dumbest animals, you know, mammals, you know, on this earth. They both know their owners, man. You know, they know who feeds them. They know where they lay their head at and who takes care of them. But it goes on to say, but Israel, all right, so the nation of Israel, the Israelites, doth not know, my people doth not consider. So they don't consider and they don't know who their power is. They don't know who created them. They don't know who made them so great. They don't know where they get their attributes from and why they're so, you know, so hip, you know, why they're so good at everything. You know, if anything, they know that they're different, but they don't know where they come from. They don't know that they're Israel means, you know, prince of the power. They don't know that they're princes and princesses, you know, of the Most High, the living power. Verse 4 says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. All right, because our people have turned against their power, man. All right, they have flipped the script. They're inside out. They're ass backwards. Okay, they have gone to sin. So that's what the Lord calls them, a sinful nation, and you see it to this day, man. All right, you know, they categorize us, you know, black, which we're not black, man. You know, black means void of light. You know, it means nasty. It means unholy, which we're the opposite of that. And you know, this devil knows. That's why he gave us, you know, those words. That's why he categorized us as being black or black culture. Salaki, I'm at work right now, but so you know, Salaki for the background noise. But that's why he puts that type of you know, vibration on us, man. Because words hold vibration, so that's why they give us those names. They give us black, you know. Well, we're not black, bro. You know, black is a color of the crown box. You know what I'm saying? But you know, from the cultural standpoint of what is being black, you know, it's gang banging. You know, it's killing your own brothers. You know, being shiesty, sleazy. You know, sleeping with your own neighbor's wife. You know, that is something that comes with that black, you know, and that black culture. And that's what they push upon us in the nation of Israel. You know, that's that vibration that comes with that word. And then our people live up to it, man. You know, they follow after the heathen. When the scriptures don't tell you, you know, follow not after the multitude to do evil. And also, you know, follow not after the heathens, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing that. Because these heathens do evil, man. They sin. They go off. They do wickedness. And they're not punished for it. Because the Lord's not dealing with them, but he's dealing with you. All right, but our people are a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. Iniquity means sin upon sin upon sin, man. So sin that just keeps stacking and piling up. Because Jake is not repenting, man. And if, you know, they're trying to, or if they're, you know, if they are, they're right back to their folly. And they're not repenting to the true living powers, man. That's why verse 3 says, Israel doth not know, okay? And Jake don't consider either. You know, this video that I'm doing is more concerning for, you know, the previous video that you just seen. Well, the elder Yashawamba from the Salakia, from the GMS, I think in Atlanta camp. You know, because that's how Jake is, man. They don't care. They don't even consider. You know, they don't consider that, damn. You know, this technology that they're talking about, like he said, has the ability to make my Uncle Ray Ray, you know, be able to walk. Or, you know, make my auntie Sierra be able to get her vision back after being blind for 14 years. They don't think like, damn, that's kind of crazy. You know, they don't think like, man, that's like on some supernatural, or just like, damn, you know, that's like sci-fi movie. You know, because Jake is worried about other shit. You know, and they're a sinful people, man. Our people are shit, bro. They do worse than Esau do. You know, it says a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers. They do evil, man. Children that are corrupters, they're corrupt. All right, they are corrupt. They have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. They have forsaken the, you know, their God. They have forsaken the one, who has created them, man, who's always taking care of them and who loves them. They said, to hell with, the one who cares about us. Let's go to the one who's going to treat us like shit. Let's serve this one, for temporary pleasures. And that's Esau, Edom, because that's who they look up to as their God, man. The self-proclaimed white man. That's why you have these coons and these jigaboos and these spics, that want to they want to be like Esau. They don't like being around their own people. They're like Uncle Ruckuses, from the Boondocks, because they see ease and power, and he's in control of the substances of everything. And then they also have that hateful eye, going back to the the curse that the Lord put upon us. So it's easy for them to be like, man, fuck Jake, man. Fuck, it's lucky for my language, but to F with Jake, man, with the black man or the Mexican man, and it be their own people, the same race, bro. They be trying to act whitewashed, man. But it says they have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. Yeah, man, they forsake the Lord by following these other gods. Worshiping these idols, these false gods, these powers. These idols that don't live, these statues, and even their enemies, man. Because Jake worship these. They worship the enemy like a god. They see Esau Edom as a god, man, because he has his God complex and he has dominion of the earth right now. So they're gonna get down with anybody who's winning. But the wicked, only will triumph for a moment, man. The joy of the hypocrite is yet but for a moment, because the Lord's about to take this nigga out, man. And all those who follow after this dude, which are corrupt, they finna go too. All right, but they have provoked the Holy One of Israel into anger. As a nation, we have made the Lord mad, man. That's all of us. And it says they are going away backwards, so they're going backwards. Instead of going forward, and instead of doing the right thing, they're doing the bad thing. They're going backwards, man. They're not going to seek the Lord. They're going to go seek, Esau Edom. So when this charagma, all right, this MOTB come out and he has these miracles, and it comes with these attributes and these perks, and you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade. You won't be able to eat. You won't be able to, shit comfortably. They're gonna run to it, man. They're gonna line up. They're gonna line up right forward. Because that's them making their their pact. That's them siding on who they want to be with. And Jake already they already don't consider. They see what they only see what they believe what they see. They only believe what they can see, man. So when that thing comes out and it's in their face and they can see it, it is visible, and they can feel it, that's who they're gonna bow down to, man. They're gonna bow down to E. In that charagma, man. With no hesitation. Why? Because they already doth not consider. All right? In that charagma, it's a mark, man. So what the Lord is going to do is he's going to separate the wanted from the unwanted. You know? So all those who want to make that pact, that want to make that covenant with Shaitan, with the so-called white man, you know, they're going to take that thing. And once they take that thing, they're going to be a product of Esau, Edom. You know? They're going to belong to Esau, Edom. So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 15 and verse 17, because I wanted to make a point in here. And it says, then thou shalt take an owl and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever, and also unto thy manservant thou shalt do likewise. So it's talking about whenever, you know, back then in the ancient world, you know, the world before, when an Israelite owed another Israelite, he might have been in debt, or, you know, he owed him and he could not pay him back with the funds or the currency. What they would do is the one who was in debt would, you know, use his services, basically, you know, be a servant to the other Israelite and work for him or do whatever that person needed so he could pay his debt off. And to confirm it is, you know, they took an owl, which, let's look what the owl means. Okay, let's look at what owl means. And let's see what it says in H4 in the Hebrews, in H4 in the Accordions. It says H4 836, and it says
Strong's H 4836.
I can't hear it, but you know, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it. But it says Messiah, I'm pretty sure. And it says a barring an instrument. Okay? Which that instrument was to be shown that that person was a servant to someone else. That someone owned that person. And basically, that's what Jake, you know, that's what the Lord is doing, man. You know, that's what, you know, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to do. All right, going to the book of Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. You know, the Lord's going to put a mark upon his men, which is, this is the mark of exemption, which is that tawab, all right, which is, you know, the names of Yahweh Shai, man. And for all those who don't have that tawab, they're going to get the other mark, man. That's right. They're going to get the other mark, and they're going to be destroyed. You know, those are the undesirables. Okay? You know, that's them choosing their side, man. They're choosing to serve the devil instead of serving their creator. Instead of coming back to their power, their God, they want to serve a false God. Isaiah 1 and 5, why should ye be shrinking anymore? So the Lord's asking, you know, why should you be shrinking anymore? Why should I keep, keep punishing you, man? Why should I keep punishing the nation of Israel, man? Because at the time after time after time, man, All right, it's a continual thing when the Lord keeps putting our people into captivity so they may learn from their actions of, yo, don't fucking do this. Don't do that. Because who wants to be in captivity, man? You know, captivity is being a punishment. That's a punishment. You know, every time we would go into captivity to these other heathens, these lesser people, it was because we was going off and we was doing some shit we was not supposed to be doing. But what's the thing with us, man? It's a custom, you know, where Jake keeps going back, keeps serving these false gods. It's like they're not learning from any of their mistakes. And even to this day, this very captivity, Baruch 3 and 8, we are yet this day in our captivity. We are still in captivity to this day. Why? It's because Jake didn't learn from their past mistakes, and they're still not learning. Okay, they're gone. They're destroyed as a nation. They don't even know who they are. They don't know where they come from. They think their nationality is a color. Like what? It says, why should you be shrinking anymore? You will revolt more and more. So the Lord said, you're going to keep doing your bullshit, man. As a dog going back to his vomit, that's you. You're going to keep going back and just doing it more and more and more. And shit, and even get worse. That's why the Lord said the whole head is sick. So the whole head, man. Jake in general. The nation itself is sick, man. And the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot, even unto the head, there is no soundness in it. And there's no soundness in Jake, man. Why? Because they don't have this doctrine. You know, that's why they're corrupt. That's why they're going off. You know, that's why they can't get no rest. That's why they're constantly going through shit. Constantly being persecuted. You know, killed. You know, demons plaguing them. But it says, but wounds and bruises and petrifying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. All right. The point I really wanted to get was in verse 5, man. What the Lord said, why should you be shrinking anymore? You revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. So he's going to get rid of them. And how is he going to do this? You know, for those who are subjected to take that charagma, they're going to take that charagma, man. And the Lord's going to destroy them. Because why? They're not with the Lord, so they're against them. They're stopping progression. The Lord can't use them, so he's going to get rid of them. And then on the other side, they're going to come back in their right mind. So to confirm it and to seal it, those who take that charagma are going to take that charagma and be destroyed. You know? Great example is, you know, if a dog has rabies, man, you know, to a severe case of rabies, you know, that dog cannot be used no more. Why? Because it's sick. It's sick in the head. You know, it always wants to, you know, it's aggressive. It's foaming out the mouth. You know, it wants to bite, to harm, to kill. You know, it's out for blood. You got to put it down, and that's Jake. You know, that's our people to this day. Their purpose that they were made for, you know, they can't even be used for that. Because they're tainted. You know, they're sick. They've got polluted by the ways of by these philosophies and these doctrines. You know? But you know, for the edification sake of the video, Let's get Revelations, man. This is the book of Revelations 13 and 14, and it says, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles," which that deceiver is Esau Edom, so-called man, white man, woman, and child. All right, who's going to be able to deceive the inhabitants of the earth, the people, by the means of those miracles of being able to, not be a paraplegic anymore, man. Being able to text somebody with your mind, to call someone just by the thought of it. Those are miracles. But, those are less miracles, but more so, say you got a brain problem, man. A brain disease, rare brain disease. So you can't function your body, man. You dead from the waist up. But with that charagma, that BCI, that brain chip interface, you install that, you're going to be able to, talk, move your body, your limbs. And even comes with perks, man. Being able to text your probably your father, your mother, your cousin, just by the thought of it. Those are these false miracles that this devil is going to come with, which Jake is going to fall for. To hell with everybody else, these fucking heathens, because regardless, they're going to be destroyed. But we're warning you, you Jake, don't take this. And it said, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which hath the wound by a sword and did live. And that beast that had a wound by a sword and did live is talking about the Roman Empire, man. That's why America, in some of its ways, is fashioned after Rome. Well, majority of it is fashioned after Rome. Verse 15 says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." All right, so if you're not going to get down with this man's plan, if you don't take that charagma, you're going to die, man. He's going to kill you. Simple as that. If you don't take that RFID microchip, that BCI, you're dead, man. He's not going to need you. Because it's either you're with him or you're against him. And it's also for that, like that for the Lord. So if you're not with E, then he's automatically going to think you're against him. Verse 16 says, "And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." All right. So he calls it all. That he's talking about self-proclaimed white man. All right. Esau Edom, man. These elites. Okay, he's gonna cause everybody, man. All right. Doesn't matter your stature. If you're 5'7", you're 6 foot, 7 foot 11. Shit, if you're 3 years old. If you're 89, if you 8 months, you pregnant, you locked up, you're a law-abiding citizen, if you're Brad Pitt, or if you're just some bum on the street, he's gonna cause everybody to receive that charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. And Jake are gonna be susceptible to that. Jake is going to take that because they already don't consider, man. And that no man might buy or sell So without this, you won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to trade. You won't be able to get around. You won't be able to go to Wawa. You won't be able to make a Target run, because all these stores and everything around it are going to be custom to that charagma, man. To that chip. Save he that had the charagma, the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right? As simple as that. You know, this damn devil's coming down, man. And as time progresses, we see, this charagma being more and more implemented. You don't want to be a part of that, that multitude that takes this thing and utterly get destroyed, man. Jake, repent. Okay? Come back to the true living powers, Yahweh Shah. So-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, you are the children of the Most High, God of the Bible, Yahweh, and the only begotten Son, the Messiah, the anointed, Yahweh Shai. Lord, when this lesson was edifying, till next time I say shalom.